We got the homie Bonzi rocking with us.
All love.
Is it?
It's all love today.
Okay. We got Shine in the bathroom cam rocking with us.
Yeah.
How we feeling, Shine? Okay. If you want to join in on the NBA action with Underdog, sign up and use code Sheed. Underdog will give you up to $250.
Hashtag Bonzi.
In bonus cash and a special pick.
Yeah.
Promo code Sheed.
Hashtag Bonzi.
250.
Bonzi, did you know people can get every episode, the audio version, every episode on Apple, Spotify, wherever they get their podcast?
Every last one of them?
Every episode of Sheed and Tyler.
Wow.
On Apple, Spotify.
I don't know if they want to see his ugly ass face.
That's why we give them the podcast option. If they want to hear us instead of see us, they have that option.
Man.
Wow.
We got a lot to get to today, boys.
Yes, we do.
Celtics closed things out.
Mm-hmm.
Luka Doncic stepped it up. Mavs take a series lead.
Yeah.
Where we want to start there? Mavericks.
Oh, it
Thunder?
don't matter to me where we start.
Okay.
Shit.
Dallas wins one on the road. They go up 3-2. Luka had a 31-point triple-double.
Yeah.
Kyrie only 12 points, though.
That's concerning.
What do we think is going on?
I don't know, man. I mean, like we said yesterday, he playing that backfield role. Like he just kind of just relaxed and let Luka do his thing, and Luka played great. Obviously, you know, he played a great game. I picked wrong. I had him under 27, so I'm sorry.
We'll get to that.
I'm sorry. I picked wrong, but Luka's playing well. But I'm just, Kyrie, man, like 12 points, 13 points of average last 4 games.
Might be
That's
something
concerning,
wrong.
but I'm just, even though they're winning, I'm happy for him. I'm just hoping he's just saving his energy for a big game. But I mean, I don't know what's going on with Kyrie.
That was a big game,
No,
though.
I'm
Like,
just saying,
he averaged 27 in the first round. He's at 14 this round. Like, I want to give some credit to the defense from the Thunder for sure.
Yeah.
But with a scoring talent like him, is it something else? Do we think it's something else?
I hope not. I mean, I'm glad they're winning. Obviously, I mean, they're winning, so, we're not going to, make a big thing out of it.
Right.
'Cause if they were lost, they'd be like, oh, my goodness, what's wrong with Kyrie? He's unhappy. Would have made some narrative.
Right.
You know what I mean? But since they're winning, we're going to give them a pass and just say, hopefully, this next game here shows who he really are, who we think he really is.
Right. Yeah, it was a big one. They definitely needed that. But I don't know. It could be something wrong with him off the court. We don't know. Because, he's not posting nothing about it, or, there's no media dibbling and dabbling and trying to see what's going on with him and all that. So, something might be going on. You never know. But whatever it is, it's affecting his play. I mean, he doesn't, you see spurts of that playoff Kyrie, that older Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what it is. But yeah, we knew Luke was gonna have a good game.
Yeah,
Told y'all.
do we think, did he figure something out? He looked healthier. I feel like he was arguing with the referees less.
I think he was a little bit more healthier, and either J Kid or somebody who he respect gotten his ass about the referee shit, because that's probably one of the things that a lot of the commentators and other people were saying about him at that time over the first round and then the first couple of games of the second round. So he listened to somebody and just went out there and played and shit and got another trip dub.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that he was watching the Tyler and Sheed show and took all our advice.
Yeah?
All of it.
Word.
I think so.
I heard. It could, it could be false.
What's up, Luka? Shout out to Luka, big fan.
He's definitely listening.
I think I seen him on a subscription list though.
Yeah.
Oh, let me
give us a thumbs up, big guy.
But you'll be surprised on how many of these guys really listen to some of this stuff and take it into account. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys aren't deaf. They're human. You know what I mean? So he might have heard something one of these blogs or somebody said, and just been like, you know what? Check this out a little bit, like you said, maybe even about the refereeing, getting on them less. Maybe you heard somebody say he's on the refs too much. So, you never know, but I did hear a rumor. I did hear a rumor.
That's usually dangerous, but it did feel like if you're going to get on the refs, it feels like at least do it when, the clock is stopped, right? Like, don't do it while the ball is still moving. That's where you're killing your team. It seemed like he was making his gripes, when play was stopped, which I feel like as a coach or a player, whoever he respects, like you said, it's like, hey, man, we know you're going to gripe. They're going to miss some calls. You already know that. Yeah. You got to get back, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can't let it be 4-on-5 because you upset about a missed call. That's going to happen.
You can't come with the fake injury and all that.
That's right.
I twisted my ankle and shit. But as soon as that ball comes back your way.
It's time to get to it. Yeah. Thunder did switch it up. I said they would start Aaron Wiggins. They started Isaiah Joe. So, excuse me, Isaiah Joe.
That was good.
instead of Case and Wallace. Yeah, what do you?
I mean, that's the adjustments we talk about as coaches. You know, everybody's trying to make adjustments, trying to make something that pops for their team. We all talked about that as an adjustment they should make. We obviously picked the wrong player, but they did exactly what we thought they was going to do. But, you know, it's funny. You know, sometimes when you get demoted, Gidey comes off the bench and have a great game. You know what I'm saying? He played, 26, 27 minutes. I think he had double figures last
11
night.
points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists.
Yeah, so, you know, that was a good game.
Probably his best game.
You know what I mean, though? So, you know, that helped, you know, helped them on both fronts. You know, they helped, you know, for the adjustment going against Dallas by starting Joe. But then it also helped Gidey, like, okay, they done demoted me a little bit. Let me go out here and hoop. Let me go out here and show them.
See if it put a spark up.
Yeah, put a spark into them. Let me show them that, you know, it's kind of personal a little bit. Let me show Coach that I can really play.
You got to feel away.
You know what I mean? Right. So that's probably, you know, kind of helped them on both fronts in terms of making an adjustment.
He had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 for 8 shooting, but he did it all in 12 minutes. I just thought, again, I thought they would go with Wallace. You said you see why they kept Wallace as a spark off the bench. But they just didn't hit shots last night.
Yeah, 100%.
This was a team that was number one during the regular season 3-point shooting percentage, and they hit 25% of their threes. But at home, I feel like that's where you're hoping that Isaiah Joe or Wallace, Wiggins, Gidey will get going, because now they got to go back. Dallas game 6.
Yeah, man. It's been a long season. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, it's crucial.
Yeah.
You know, you're going back there, you know, you're trying to survive, and, you know, they smelling blood. Yeah, we're going to see if they hold their hands.
And this is what I'd be worried about when you are somewhat of a jump shooting team. You know, it's been a long season. And you know what? We like to get quality baskets, layups, get stuff in the trenches. You know, because we always had a mindset, when you get tired, the first thing to go is them legs. And then you try to shoot them long threes, you're tired.
Coming
you know
up
what
short,
I mean? Long season. You know what I mean? That's what I've always worried about of a jump shooting team, other than Golden State when Clay and Steph was playing their best. We weren't worried about those guys. But everybody else, you'd be like, man, they just one bad game away from there. You know what I mean? Like, they just one, you know, in a crucial time, they can come up 5 for 30 from 3, and they could cost them everything. You know what I'm saying? And before those games, they were shooting, you know what I'm saying, 15 for 25, 15 for 30, and stuff like that.
That's your identity.
It could be that one game, you know what I'm saying, that could cost them. So, I mean, guys could be a little bit tired, or it could just be a fluke game where they just miss shots, and they'll come back in game 6 and get it done.
True. You have to do it on the road, though. That's the thing I talked about, how tough it is. It'll be Dallas looking to close out at home, but OKC going on the road. Shea's been pretty consistent, but they haven't really had that, like, secondary scoring option. They've had one 20-point game other than Shea, and it was Jalen Williams game 2.
Now it's going to be one of those times where, you know, if they do end up losing this next game, they're going to look back at it and be like, okay, you know, we lost in the second round, so that's now for next year, that's our mark, that's our bar. You know, anything lower than us getting to that second round, the season is bullshit, but we got to get to that second round, because then, you know, it's always baby steps as it gets higher and higher. I don't care who you are, what type of team it is, it's always going to be some type of baby steps that you have to take to get to that point, to
take
get
to
to the finals, you know, East or West finals, and then the actual NBA finals. Like, yo, you gonna take your lumps, yo. So it's gonna be a long journey. If they do get put out, they got a lot to work on over the summer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got a good core. Hopefully that good core guys stay together, because they're all young. Majority of them probably still under contract, you know, that first rookie contract or whatever.
Except
so
Shea, I think the rest are really
I think they're going to be even more dangerous next year. You know, once they tweak a little bit here, you know what I'm saying? Do this, do that. It's going to be interesting to see them again next year.
Yeah, and even if they lose this series, I still feel like myself and even OKC is going to feel like it was still a successful season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they still got something, you know, this their first run through. They still got something to build on. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we got here. Now that all summer, let's go on our grind. We hungry. We were thinking about this moment, how we lost, and how we not going to repeat that next year.
Yeah.
So, you know, this team going to be there for a while if they keep them together. And like you said, if they just tweak a little bit, just add, you know, maybe at that point guard spot, just get more, you know, a starting point guard that can really shoot it. You know, Gidey has been great for them. He does great things for them all year long. But, you know what I'm saying, when you got to make an adjustment just for shooting, now you got to question that spot and be like, okay, if we can get better in that spot, you know what I'm saying, and maybe another spot, maybe get a backup big for Chet that got a little bit of ass to him, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Just got a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, Chet kind of light. You know what I mean? He light.
Yeah, he light and
so you
chops.
got to have somebody down there that, you know, that could be a, you know,
bruiser.
Bit,
get that good bruiser down there, and that's one of the tweaks.
Yeah.
Well, that's the concerns was people saying, you know, they've got all these first round, second round picks. Yeah. Should they have made a little tweak this trade deadline? Like we see a guy like Gafford, a guy like P.J. Washington went to Dallas and having that kind of impact. Should they have made that kind of, or should you just run it out with your young
I'm
crew
running
and
out
just
with
see?
what we're doing because
Let's just see.
they was number 1 in the West. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna run it out with this same team who we've been balling with all season. Now I'm gonna make some tweaks this summer. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm OKC do end up losing this series, if I'm them, if I'm in that locker room or in that front office, I'm feeling pretty good about this summer.
Yeah.
Like, I feel pretty good. You know, you don't feel as shitty as another team who, you know, got a little bit more veterans and they're contenders and they just got put out. You know, that's going to be a shitty summer for them. It's going to be the whole, you know, damn, man, we almost had them. Yeah, this and that. One more possession or, you know, we could have stopped this and this and that. No, I think OKC like, all right, yeah, you know, we lost, but all right, this is what we need to do. You know, our guys playing good. You know, they're for the most part healthy. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Yeah, I'm going into the summer like, I can't wait till training camp. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what's going to happen? Now, their OTAs are going to have more guys there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're going to start having team OTAs instead of guys going to Vegas. You got one guy going to Miami, the other one going to LA. You know what I'm saying? Now it's going to be like, yo, we're going to stay in OKC this summer. And, you know what I'm saying, get our shit tight, get our shit right. And they could be dangerous if they do that.
100%.
We're running a poll now to see if we think they force a game 7. To do that, who do we think has to step up for them, like scoring-wise?
First
like J-Dub, Chet?
It's got to be Jalen Williams. You know, he's the second guy on that team that we feel like can do something off the bounce and have a big game. So, you know, if he's not getting 20, you know what I'm saying, they're not going to
at least.
He got to be in that 20 realm. You know, obviously we know consistent Shea gonna be at 31 every game. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
He get 30 last night.
31 exactly.
It don't vary,
game.
man. He
automatic. So we know we almost stamped that 31.
Right.
But it's got to be some guys. You know, Chet gonna get his 15 to 18, 15 to 20. You know, he got to do that number. But you know, Jalen Williams got to be a guy that can almost maybe outscore a guy like Shea in terms of having a big game. You know, he might have to come in with a 30 ball, 33, 35. You know, something like that to really offset. You know, shade them and just really give them that chance to really just overpower Dallas.
Be that threat.
Yeah.
You think it's on J-Dub?
Yeah. I mean, they other than that, they've been playing pretty well as a young team. They've been playing pretty well. You know, the games that they lost, it was just Dallas been, you know, shooting the leather off of the ball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, from deep. So most the normal losses when they, you know, when it's under 10 points, under 8 points, like, I could deal with those. Yeah. You know, I could deal with those in the playoffs. And you know, that's what you got to build on. But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because when you smell that blood in that water, when that closeout, and you know you can't give a motherfucker life. Yeah. Because they know it, and Dallas is probably thinking like, look. Y'all know if this shit go back to OKC, we assed out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, they know they just stole one on the road. Yeah. It's like, let's close, let's handle our business. That's what I'm saying. We don't want to risk it again. We don't want to play the numbers.
You don't want to press that button and push your luck. So, yeah, I think that Dallas is going to close it out. But still, OKC was an exciting team, man.
Very exciting.
And, you know, I like watching them. I hope they do get a couple more games, you know what I'm saying? As far as on TV next year.
Definitely.
Yeah, some national joints because that's an exciting team down there, man. I definitely became a fan of them more this year as I kept watching them, especially, you know, with SGA doing his thing. So,
yeah. Chat disagrees. They say 55% no game 7.
Mm-hmm.
So they think Dallas closes this thing out in 6.
I think so too.
It's a wrap.
Seem like, either Luka know he healthy enough to.
Well, he must be. He looked a lot better.
You know what time it is, Sheed?
They making the call?
Baby! Hey, baby. I think Mama and them coming with us over to Cancun.
Like, nah, we went to the Bahamas last year. What we
Mama and them coming, man. Go ahead and
let's switch it up.
Yeah. It's time to make that call. Wifey got to make them calls, man. It's that time, man. OKC, I hate to say it, man. I hate to say it.
Are we going to take the kids?
Yeah. Let's take them this time. It's time to make that call.
It's good. It's their first time making that call, though, right? Isn't that part of the process? Your first time making that, like, we done. We'll be back next year, but this year, we're done. We're cooked.
I mean,
I don't know.
It seemed like it, but, you know, I'm saying that in one breath, but in the other breath, I'm thinking, like, man, they did just go in there and steal a game in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So they're capable. They're capable.
For sure.
But I just think Dallas, like she said, they're gonna have the mindset is like we can't go back to OKC. We can't.
We gotta close it.
We gotta close it out here. So that's why I say what I said. But
with all our people, everything our way. Yeah, they got to. Yeah, got to.
Speaking of handling business, Celtics did that last night.
Yes, they did.
113-98 over the Cavaliers. Closed it out at home. Jason Tatum had 25 points. Al Horford with 22 and 15.
Shoot.
Hey, that's that veteran closeout game.
That boy said he want them days of rest.
Man,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put out right here. I'm gonna give you all the energy. I'm gonna be gassed out. I'm pressing the pedal to the metal. It's gonna be on E after this game because I know I got like the next two and a half days off.
You praying that the series go to 7?
I ain't even gotta go downstairs and start my car. I'm gonna be home.
At home doing
what? Doing nature?
Yeah, nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Guess what? I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna be diving on the floor, diving in the sand. Cause I need them 2 days off, and that's what Big Al did. It was a hellacious game. You know, you seen this pop out there cheering. Hellacious.
Already?
Dr. Wallace.
Hellacious. Wow.
But no, he had his pop there. His pop was hype.
Oh, it's possibly
you know
turned
what
up
I'm
on the sideline.
I'm like, you still play, man.
Between him and Mahomes pops, boy, they in that camera.
Yeah.
They in that camera, they be in that camera, boy. They be turned up. Yeah, but I got so much respect for Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Because you got 2 of your big stars out, Allen, you got Donovan Mitchell out. They could have just folded. But you have veterans, and that's why, you know what I'm saying, you love the NBA and you love, when people see people not playing as much as they used to and they say they trashed or they lost it. And you see a guy like a Morris Senior come off the bench. I think he had about 25.
Man, he banged
he
him
was hitting
out.
so many shots, man. He looked like he was young, fresh out of Kansas.
I see you,
25 points off the bench, 10 or 13.
Man, he was playing well, but that was just, you know what I'm saying, that he was, you know what I'm saying, that's that veteran. He stayed ready. His moment was there. Guys, like we talk about when guys go out, who's going to step up? And he stepped up, and he at least gave him a chance, and he had Boston at least nervous for 3 quarters.
And look, because he was banging tramp after tramp after tramp. I think he had, like 6 threes, 7 threes?
Went 5 for 6.
Man, Twin was killing him last night. And he made it. Jason Tatum still got his, but he made it harder on Jason Tatum. The way he was bodying up down there in their half court. Like, all right, Twin, like, fuck it. If I'm going out, I'm give 100%. Put the gas, you know what I'm saying, pedal to the metal, step on that gas.
Yeah.
And Twin did that, but, they came up short. But that rest is something else, I'm telling you. I guarantee you right now, what time? All them cats might just be waking up or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
The Cavaliers?
No, I'm talking about the Celtics.
Oh,
they already.
They had to wake up early to catch their flight.
They left from Boston and went right to the Bahamas.
It's going on 5:30. They probably landing.
Where they staying? They're at the Atlantis. They said they were staying at the Atlantis. They're at the Atlantis.
Oh,
they just pulled up.
They just pulled up. Yeah, they're at the Atlantis. Yeah.
Wait, so how do we evaluate the Cavaliers? Because, like you said, the injuries out. Like, would this series have been that much different if they had a healthy? You think they could have won this series?
I didn't say. Now see, there you go.
I'm just
asking.
asking.
My mouth.
I'm just asking for clarification.
No, I think obviously you got their stars is different. You know what I'm saying? Because you got an Allen in there. He's a double machine. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell can get between 20 and 50, which he showed in these playoffs. So you can't account for what they can and can't do. But I just think Boston is just such a well-oiled machine right now. That would have been tough for them to beat them. But if they would have had all their guys, we would have been sitting here talking something different. It wouldn't have probably went 4-1.
Game 6, Game 7, maybe.
Game 7.
We've definitely been talking something different, but injuries are a part of the game, and that's what we talk about. Like this season is such a marathon, you know what I'm saying, and that's the whole trick of it. Like if you can stay healthy or healthy enough to make that run and win a championship, that's why guys be they crying because they done went through some stuff that whole year.
Right.
They went through some stuff, and that's not even to mention the stuff that would go on off the court.
Right,
the stuff we don't even know about. People don't understand how much stuff people go on off the court. So, yeah, man, I mean, that's just how I feel about it,
The Celtics never really, blew them out. Like, is that a testament to the Cavs fighting? Is it nitpicking with the Celtics? Because, again, this is the second straight series they 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably nitpicking that we all doing with them, trying to find a spot because they've been playing real well. But I do think it probably would have been a seven-game series with them if the Cavs would have been healthy because, it would have been some matchup problems. And I'm even going to say, even if Boston was healthy, it would have been a good matchup, but it would have been 7 games. But I think Boston still would have got him from the experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, you got a lot to look at. It's a lot for them to look at. You know, you got to look at, are they going to trade DG? Is he going to get up out of there? You know, what's going to happen? What's it going to be in the draft? Who they looking at in the draft? You know, it's a lot of question marks they got to ask. You know, it's only maybe 4 guys coming back tops, and then
It depends.
I mean, yeah, you know, with this whole free agency market and all that shit. So I think their biggest focus now should be on getting guys healthy and seeing what they can do. I think they're gonna make some moves this summer, though.
Yeah.
There was an article that came out, Sham Charania, right after the game, and the consensus was like Mitchell and the other players didn't really have faith in JB Bickerstaff.
Oh, no, don't do that. Come on, man. Come on, she can't put that out there.
I'm just reporting the article.
No, man.
No, we can't. You can't put that on the coach for the series.
Wow.
Nah, not for the
'Cause they
series.
He
injuries.
lost the confidence in Bickerstaff?
That's the word.
Hey, you never
Not
know.
from
We not there.
Now, is that
Is
church? Is that a church? Is that church? Like,
To be fair, it sounds like they may have never had confidence in him. Like, I don't know if he really lost it. It seems like the rotation, his game management, it seemed like they were not fans of it.
Hey, you got to find a way to win.
Man,
And then finding a way to win means I got to change my fucking starting 5 every night. Well, I'm going to change my starting 5 every night.
It's tough. Like, I think he was there 4 full years.
This is 5th year.
And they took a step up everyone. Like, the last 3 years, they made the play-in. Last year, they made the first round. This year, they made the second round. And they had the injuries we mentioned. So, I don't know if it's per se his fault, but it does seem like he probably going to be
I hope not.
But see, and if that's not true, you know, you hate when people put stuff out there like that, and then people get their own opinion, and they be like, oh, they don't like the coach, and that's could be totally far from the truth.
Or somebody's family saying it.
You remember how much stuff we used to hear about us, and you'd be like, hold on, what? Like
sources close to the
man, we used to
situation
read
say.
so much stuff, and you'd be like, hold up, bro, that's totally far from what's really going on. These people have no clue. And, you know, to say something like that, especially when you said the levels he's done every year, come on now, they can't. Come on, he's just getting better and better. It seems like he's just getting warmed up. And for them to act like, for them to put that narrative out there, I don't know if it's true or false, but it's still like, man, you're just gonna put division in. You're gonna put division somewhere. There's gonna be some division somewhere.
Yeah, you got to say something negative because as you said, every year, you know, your winning percentage is going up. Y'all doing better and better. Y'all going further and further. You know, your season is not ending with just the 82. You know, you're going to at least make that first round. Well, now they got that whole little play-in bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? Even you still got to qualify
still one
for
of the
that,
steps,
though.
yeah.
Still got to qualify for that. And with that, along with like, all right, yeah, we made the first round last year. We got put out first round last year. Hey, shit, came back next year, made that second round. You know, it's everybody expects giant leaps. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks that, all right, oh, shit, I just put this championship caliber team together real quick. Oh, we're going to win that shit this year.
Yeah.
We're going to beat, oh, man, we're going to run these cats.
We know that.
Yo, no, it don't be like that.
We know that well.
Yeah, it's like,
You say you know that well?
oh, man, too well.
Too well.
It don't be like that, though. You know what I'm saying? It takes them steps. So slowly but surely, he's taking them steps. But, I mean, I hope they don't fire him.
Oh, that'll be.
That'd be redunculous.
That'll be crazy.
It's also rumored, it sounds like some of the team was upset with Jared Allen because he would not get a shot in his ribs to play through the pain.
I can understand that a little bit.
Which side? You can understand the team being frustrated, or you can
I can
understand the Jared Allen
both.
side?
I can understand both because, you know what I mean? Like, because they probably asked him the question that we would have asked, man, are you hurt or are you injured?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's just hurting, bro, if you can get a shot and the doctor is whispering in our ear saying to you that you could be better if you get a shot, now we're looking at you like, big fella, and we need you, man. Like, you know what I mean? And then if you over there like, nah, fam, you will side-eye him a little bit. I mean, that's still your brother, but you still kind of kind of looking at him like, come on, bro. Like, man, we need you. And that could be true, you know what I mean? But if he's really injured and it's, you know, and he can't play, I mean, he looked like a warrior type guy. I believe he was hurt for real and he probably couldn't play. But if it was a chance, definitely a definite side eye. Definite.
Hey, Tyrod Taylor. That's all I got to say with that one because that was remember when the young boy, who was he with? Was it the Chargers?
I believe it was the Chargers at the time.
You know, getting the shot before the game. You know what I'm saying? The Doc went in too far, went right in between the rib, punctured the lung. This man is dressed in gameplay. I'm about to go out on the field, dressed in gameplay, punctured the lung. That man could have died. You know what I'm saying? So I feel him with that. No, I ain't taking all that shot shit. Fuck out of here, yo.
So you agree with Jared Allen?
Man, hell yeah, yo. I ain't taking all that shot shit. You know what I'm saying? The most I'll take is some 800s. You know what I'm saying? Give me some ibuprofen, some 800s. Other than that, I'm not popping all that. Throw a reminder, chloromethazine, and
20-letter words.
20
oh, man, the
syllables.
13, 15 syllable word. I'm not popping none of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not taking none of them needles. No, I'm gonna get rid of this injury the old-fashioned way. Some ice, some treatment, you know what I'm saying? Put some ultrasound on it. Man, everything. I'm gonna get rid of this shit the old way. I'm not doing all that sticking needles and all that. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him because it is that. What if that doctor would have punctured his lung? You know what I'm saying? Then in the locker room, it would have been totally different. Like, oh damn, why he get that shot? I wouldn't have got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, get the fuck out of here. Like, but now, it's gonna be like that. Yeah, like Bonzi said, there's a couple cats that probably side-eyed him and say, oh yeah, you can go out there, big fella, da-da-da-da. But dog, if only you know though. Only you know if you're injured or hurt. Yeah. And it's a difference.
Definitely a difference.
It sounded like they'll also probably make a decision between Mobley or Allen at 5. Like we saw Mobley this series playing the 5. Had a 33-point game last night. Was at 21-9 for this series. So it seems like they'll probably make that move. Do you think it's time to break up the two bigs? The Allen-Mobley front court?
I mean, if it's a money situation, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get
Well, not yet. I mean, it's not time to pay Mobley yet, but it's coming.
Yeah. So, but if it's that part of the game, the business part, I totally get it. That's like that. I've been seeing Jared Allen's names in, people's wish lists who wish they can have him. So, I mean, not even only him and Donovan Mitchell. They talking about between him and Darius Garland. Like, can Darius be better without him? You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like they're great together. All four of those guys. You know what I'm saying? That's what got them here. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really need. You probably need to tweak at one other spot, maybe that 3-man spot, but everything else looks solid. You know what I'm saying? Everything else looks solid. You got to keep that core together and do like we talking about OKC. Keep building. Keep making that run. Keep making that run. At least give it one more year to see what happens. And then if we underachieve from where we went to this year, all right, let's talk about it. But I mean, you guys, y'all trending in the right direction. You know what I mean? So
especially with all the injuries they had. I know you can't predict that every year, but Mitchell was out, Garland was out. Like, it's like all four of they big guys missed time. They still won.
So they don't really know. So you can't take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back by trading, you know what I'm saying, some of your best pieces. So, I mean, that's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds this summer. But I definitely think it's going to be teams throwing packages at them that they're going to have to really seriously look at.
What old girls say in the Coming to America subway scene, go on, honey, give them a chance. Yo, you got to, them 4 dudes, them 4 young fellas, you got to give them a chance. And as you said, like, it's not, if it's not a money situation, yo, like, all right, we rocked out. Yo, look at the progress we've made. Yeah. Like, everybody's expecting the giant leaps, no, I'm going to go ahead and take the little bitty itty grandma steps, but guess what? We still going to get there. And now when we get there, now we full-fledged. Now we certified in every position. We certified on our bench instead of getting there like, all right, in the starting 5, shit, we missing 3 key pieces and we only got like 1 dude coming off the bench. Now you like, all right, fuck, they're going to exploit the other 3 spots. But no, they give them a chance. Give them a chance, especially if it's no contract shit. And even with the coach, with the coach, yo, give them a chance. Give him a chance. You can always clean house next year.
The only contract thing is Donovan Mitchell's going into, as we discussed yesterday, he's got 1 more year on his contract, then a player option. So it sounds like if he's ready to commit to Cleveland, re-sign, they'll probably do that, but potentially ship Garland. If he says he's not ready to stay, they may move him so they don't risk losing him for nothing.
Nah, they should do it anyway, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
move him?
No. Just stick with it. Just stick with it. Ride it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, ride it out because you weren't 100%, right? So if you were 100%, there's no way that would have been, what, 4-1? 4-1. It wouldn't have been 4-1. And as, the front office of Cleveland, they should know that. Like, damn, we missing some of our big guns here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to submit bringing 25, 22s in.
Yeah.
So now, okay, if everybody's healthy, everybody come back, have a good summer. You know what I'm saying? That's goes to how the shit we used to do. You know, at that veteran team, like everybody stayed in Portland. Like, you know, cats took their vacations and, you know, you going to Hawaii or wherever. But when you come back, you coming back to Portland. Why? Because now cats in the gym. Shit, I might go to the gym. I might see his ass in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's work on some pick and rolls. You know what I'm saying? Let's work on some drops, this and that for our game. And then you incorporate that. Oh, 2 days later, somebody else might come in the gym like, oh, shit, all right, yo, let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's play some one-on-ones, you know what I'm saying? Rise and shine or some shooting games, some shit like that. But you're always improving. That's what Cleveland needs to do. Cleveland needs to, all those guys should stay, if they can, you know what I'm saying? Stay there in the city. Yeah, it ain't shit to do. So which makes it better. And you don't have no excuse, not to lock in. You know what I'm saying? So they should keep that thing. Give them one more shot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, one for the Gipper. Rock Newton, one for the Gipper.
You know, but you said it's up to Donovan Mitchell, though, right?
Pretty much. It sounds like, if he's willing to stay, re-sign the big deal, $200 million, whatever, then he would be the focus, and they would probably move Garland for players that fit more around him. But if not, with all they traded for him, they can't risk losing him for nothing. If he just opts out next year and was like, I'm going to wherever. You traded players, pick swaps, all that for him. So they would be like, we got to recoup something.
Yeah, they're going to, true.
But, you know, I think I hate to say this, but he's underpaid getting $35 million a year. You know
Not for long.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. Yeah. So after this playoff run he just had, him and his camp got to be thinking Supermax.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
that whatever team.
That's what I'm saying. So, man, he like 37. So, you know what I'm saying? He's looking in his mind like, okay, what's his number? Probably 5'2", 60?
It'll be probably, 50
you know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Year. Yeah.
So how can you say, nah, bro, don't, you know, you can, they'll say, yeah, if you go ask him. Are you really not going to go ask him? Are you going to risk going a whole nother year and hoping that you have a duplicate season and do what you did, you know, barring not injury? I hate to say that word. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say that word, but don't you got to strike when the iron is hot? I mean, don't you got to do that?
5 for 270.
Man, Darius Garland gone. I'm sorry. Darius, 5 for 270?
That's the...
You getting him up out of there.
Hey, bro.
It was fun, man. We really enjoyed our time.
Man, we could have been good together.
They do a good video for him up on the Jumbotron when he come back.
But, man, 270?
5 for 270. So, again, he won't be underpaid for long. Don't fret.
Man, listen here, I'm telling you, I'm about to go to Germany, get 2 new knees.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm gonna shave my head, come back. And I'm gonna come back, and my name is gonna be. That's it.
That's it.
That's your name?
That's my name. They're gonna be like, yo, you seen that 7-foot dude? Yeah, what's his name?
Serbian kid, yeah.
Man, what? These cats is getting that bread. But you know what, though? I gotta say, that's probably how, like, the generation or two before we came into the league in the 90s, that's how they were looking at us when.
Oh, for sure.
I looked at you like that. I was in your team. I used to be like, man, she getting what?
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
How much?
Too damn much is how much.
Damon getting what? Oh, no, man. Hold up, man. Man.
It set that bar for you.
Man, I was hating on y'all so much internally.
It should be me.
Oh, internally hating on these guys so much, man.
He ended up getting it.
I thought you was an external hater as well.
I got that in me, but you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, she ain't really worth no 80 million, man. She ain't worth 16 a year, man. I don't know, man.
12 or 13 is cool.
You know
16, give me a break.
16?
Really?
16?
We put a poll up in chat, but I'll ask you all. Who would be a better matchup for the Celtics? Who do you think the Celtics would rather play? Knicks or the Pacers?
I think maybe the Knicks.
Why?
They more banged up.
A little more banged up. I think the Pacers got that good young boy energy. Everybody's basically not, available to play. So that'd be a tough, rough one. And I think New York is more predictable for them to understand what they're going, how they're going to play and what they're going to bring to the table.
Going through Jay Brunson.
You know what I'm saying? It's going through Brunson. We got to stop the other guys. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep Hart. off the rebounds. They got to keep them off the lane.
I mean, teams know that now. It's easier said than done.
No, I'm just saying, but this is just more of a veteran team. You know what I'm saying? You got
Yeah.
more, our Pacer team, we're young. We're still growing. We're still going to go through our growing pains. So, we might skip a step or two every now and then, detail. But I think this Boston team is so locked in on the details of what they're trying to do. I think, they have this Knicks team covered, a little bit more than they would the Pacers team.
Yeah, I think it would be a harder matchup.
It's definitely a harder matchup.
Because, the Pacers had a youth on that side, and, they're going to be running up and down. Even though the Knicks ain't all that old, but, they're banged up. Hartenstein, he's going to have some big problems. Him and Precious, they trying to hold it down. I fuck with Precious, but man, it's going to be tough. They need Mitch Robinson, and Mitch is done. So, they need that extra big. And I think with them going up against Boston, I think their chances are probably a little bit better. But, with the Pacers, they got that height, they got that, that youth. It's they're big at every position at the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be good matchups. I don't know. I would say Boston would rather see the Knicks because again, they're banged up. You're missing a 25 a night dude and Julius Randle. So yeah, if I was them, I would rather play the Knicks over the Pacers.
Chad agrees with y'all. 71%. I didn't think it'd be that big a difference just because, we've seen what Brunson has done and keep doing. The things we say on like how to beat the Knicks, it's been the case on how to beat the Knicks the past 2 rounds and nobody can do it yet.
Yeah,
Brunson keep balling.
The
Nova Knicks.
They're still hoping, boys.
That's what I'm saying.
They got their fingers crossed.
It's like, I don't know.
been
They're too
listening
tired.
to us.
They lost Ananova. They lost another guy. They come out and win again. Brunson scored 40 again.
Yeah.
I feel like they would never lose like focus. They would never stop fighting. I feel like that would be a tougher matchup for the Celtics, but again, they just don't have the horses.
Exactly. Especially if Porzingis comes back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like then that, and he's gonna probably be coming back with some type of little vengeance too. The same way. Well, no, he's not really coming back with a vengeance in this series now, Obi. But Porzingis will probably come back with a vengeance. Like,
rested.
Look, y'all rested. Y'all traded me, taking that, little chip on the shoulder or some shit. Yeah, it'll definitely be harder for New York if they do go ahead and pull it out and play Boston. It'll be a good series. And again, I think you always got to give New York a chance as long as they got the Villanova Knicks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So
And
as long as the Nova Knicks is there,
They got a chance.
New York has a chance because that's their heart and soul of the team right now.
Yeah.
That's where all their scoring is coming from.
100%.
So one of those guys, God forbid, one of those guys go down.
A lot of knocking, a lot of injury.
Yeah, we don't like saying that word out.
Yeah,
We don't
but
like saying that word.
you don't like saying it, but you also got to throw
of the
that into the equation. Yeah, it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it'll be a good one. It'll be a good one. We gonna see though. We
Can
gonna
either
see.
team push them, or Boston's a clear favorite, right? Or do you think?
They can push them. They're going to push them. You know what I mean? You make it to the conference finals, your confidence is through the roof. They're going to push them. Like the Knicks, they do a great job of keeping all the games close. They don't really beat themselves. They don't shoot a lot of bad shots. You know what I mean?
They know exactly who they are.
They know who they are.
So they know their rotation.
So they're going to be tough to beat, and they're going to stay in all the games. And if you look at most of their games in the first 2 series, they stayed in it, and then Brunson or somebody took over at the end and they just stole a game or 2.
Right.
Before this playoff series. They won a couple games against Philly they probably shouldn't have won. They won a couple games against us. In theory they probably shouldn't have won because they made big plays down the stretch just by keeping it close because they was probably beat most of the game.
Give them a chance.
And they gave themselves a chance. They was right there, and then they stole it at the end. So that's a dangerous team to me.
It's pick 'em time, boys.
It's easy.
Your record was 1-3 yesterday.
Was it?
It was 1-3. She was 3-1. I was 1-0 because Ryan Howard cooked. Because too easy. But
What was her numbers yesterday? I'm sorry.
You said which number?
No, Howard. How many she get?
25.5 PRA was her number. I know she had 25 points alone, and then a few rebounds, few assists. So
I was just.
We were combined 4-1, my guy. Good day. Good day. If you want to win with winners, Underdog.
All I do is win.
Underdog Fantasy app right now. Until 7 o'clock, there's a special going on. Caitlin Clark just has to score 1 point.
Stop it.
Oh, stop it.
1
no
point.
way.
Do we think she can do it?
Stop
Come
it.
on.
Do we think she can
That's
do it?
not a real thing.
Only till
They-
7 p.m.
No
1
way.
point.
That can't be real.
They just giving
Online-
money. They giving money away.
Online and in the app until 7 p.m.
What's the max
Hey,
bet?
man.
What's the max you can bet on that?
Somebody about to find out because she gets 1
Man,
point.
I'm putting all that
My
250 on
goodness.
that one.
My
They like,
goodness.
she scored 0 for 26. Her worst night ever. She
Ever.
can't buy a bag.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
I'm
That's why,
rolling. Yeah.
that's why I know it's rigged. I'm like, oh man, I can never put trust in this again.
Go get that special again by 7 p.m. Promo code Sheed.
Hashtag Bonzi.
Yeah. Our higher lowers. Jokic, 50.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's gone higher than that 6 times this postseason, including every single game round 1.
That is crazy. 50. You said 50.
50.5. So 50.5 points,
That's
rebounds,
30
assists.
points,
Ooh.
10
That's-
rebounds,
that's a
10
30,
assists,
10, 11. Yeah.
10, 11. to
Can he
win.
do it? What are we thinking? 50.5, higher, lower?
That's hard. And I say that because if they do smash him, they're going to take him out. They ain't going to risk it. But if it's a full game, like if it's a close game, the whole game, like, you know, like it's been.
Minnesota backs against the wall, so it's
True.
You hoping they fighting like that?
Sheesh, that's damn.
He did 40 points, 7 boards, 13 assists last game. Previous game, 35, 7 and 7. That would have felt just short. The 35, 7 and 7 would have been 49.
Shit.
50 and a half.
I'm going to have to say higher than from just his last few games. Fuck. Damn.
For the,
Listen, he's incredible.
for the sake of me not wanting to agree with him, I'm going lower.
Okay.
And honestly, I've been hard on Gobert too. I've been hard on him the last couple of days. I feel like he done heard me talking to him, and he's mad at me right now. He's gonna have a big game tonight. He's gonna lock.
Okay.
He might lock up Jokic.
Now, when you say lock up,
Hey, somebody call EMS for me. Bonzi done hit his head.
take his cup. Take his cup away, man.
No, man.
What-
I've been,
now,
I've
by
been
lock
hard-
No more water. Give me,
No, I'm
give
just
me that
saying.
water.
He's gonna lock in. He's gonna play better. He's gonna have a better showing against you. You can't stop Jokic. Jokic is a generation.
That's what I tried to say yesterday. I was like, nah, he's ass.
But what I was saying was, when you're the defensive player of the year, we hold you to a different standard. That's
sure,
all I'm
yes,
saying.
for sure.
Your standard is different. You're the player of the year in the whole league.
We expect more.
So we
of you,
expect
yeah.
more. That's all I was trying to say. It's tough to guard, dude. Dude killing everybody. But when you're the what you call depoy,
Yeah, that deep
when
point.
you're the depoy, we're expecting like, man, he shouldn't even be able to get his hands above his shoulders the way you can play defense because you're the baddest dude in the whole league.
He shouldn't get a
Defensive,
shot
he
off.
shouldn't even get a shot off. So that's what I was saying. I probably didn't articulate it the best, but I feel like
you probably didn't what?
you hear the word?
What'd you say?
Articulated.
Woo-hoo!
There's something light, man. There's something
That
light.
must be high school education coming.
Man,
boy.
it's Georgia Tech, man. Georgia Tech.
Valedictorian Wells.
But I really think he's gonna. I think he's gonna have a good game defensively tonight. I've been hard on him.
Really? Okay. So you think he holds Jokic to 38 points?
It's gonna be
12
under the
rebounds.
it's gonna be under the 50 number that you talked about.
Okay. So you're going lower,
I'm
50
going
and a
lower.
half?
I'm going lower.
I'm gonna go higher, dog. Off of them numbers, yeah. Joker took that shit personal the other night.
But, that
You
was
seen it?
but it was MVP night.
True.
It was MVP
But
night.
it's closeout
That's
night
what I'm
tonight.
saying. This,
Yeah.
I think
You know
I got to
what I'm
lean
saying?
higher, too. I think
Yeah.
he's just going to be like, man, he want that rest, too.
Yeah, that
We
man,
don't
I'm
want to go to
telling you,
game
bro.
7. Let's just close this out.
For people out there, all right, just imagine, cats out there when y'all playing pickup, right? So you at the gym, you got Salvation Army, wherever you playing pickup at, and
Good run at the
boom,
Salvation Army.
You get your like maybe 5-6 games in, so you kind of tired and shit. You know what I'm saying? You like, all right, no, y'all got a young fella, or if you going so hard, you're gonna be there for the day. Your first 2 games you played, y'all lost. You went hard as shit. You doing everything. You playing defense. You getting rebounds. You might even be, you know what I'm saying, jumping on the floor a little bit. I don't know, depending on where you playing. But then you like, shit, I'm going to rest this next game or 2. Well, that's how it is in the league. When you sitting up there and if I got a chance to either sweep, I'm trying to finish this team as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Because then that way I know I can get minimum 48 hours rest. Again, as we reiterated.
Man.
Y'all on fire today.
As we reiterated, you know what I'm saying? I want to ice these knees. I want to rest these knees. I want to put some ice on my ankles. You know what I'm saying? Yo, put this heat pack on my back. sit in the cold tub, sit in the hot tub. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I got to do, I want them days. So I'm gonna play hard as fuck to get them days off. And hey, that's what they can do tonight. That's what they could do.
It's a very articulate point, Mr. Wallace.
Indubitably.
It's crazy.
Cat, his higher lower 20.5 points. He's gone higher 3 times in 9 games this playoffs. He's done it twice this series, 20.5 points.
Where they at?
For Cat.
Home?
They are playing this game in Minnesota.
I'm going higher.
I'm going lower.
Because of the higher, or you just don't see it for Cat?
Well, no, I'm glad Bonzi chose higher.
I'm glad he did too. 100%.
So I'm going lower because I don't know, Cat. He's been more that road warrior. You know what I'm saying? Like the first 2 games, you know, he was like, fuck. We was all looking like, damn, okay, like, oh, you are Karl Anthony Towns. Like, you ain't Cat no more. You are Karl Anthony Towns. So it's like now with us, we got to sit here and look at you like, yo, we need you to go ahead and step it up. You know, do what you got to do tonight that you did in, you know, games 1 and 2.
When he got that lead.
Yeah, and the big spark he had when he got in foul trouble and he came out, had a nice third quarter. You know what I'm saying? I think Minnesota came out, went on something like a 6-0, 8-0 run or whatever. It was because him playing good, making good dishes, making good decisions. He's the whole key, but ooh, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna definitely say under.
Lower than 20.5.
I'm gonna say
you going
under.
higher?
I'm going higher. You know, at home, it's a closeout game. He won his season to extend. So I think he's going to have a big game on top of Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man is going to come out. I think he watched a lot of film. He watched how they was guarding him. And I think the challenge for him to get to his next level is to figure out how teams are going to guard him
in certain situations.
In certain situations and how to be successful. Because he's obviously it's more of a double team, but he just got to just read where his outlets is, where to really expose them. And once he starts exposing them, that stuff will lighten up a little bit, and then he'll get the shots that he wants. But I think he has to do that early. Be aggressive early. Take all the traps, you know, expose them and all that stuff, and then make them reevaluate their game plan for the last 3 quarters. But you know, for the first quarter, he got to be so aggressive and see what their game plan is against him. Are they double teaming off the? You know what I'm saying? Are they going under on the screen? Are they hard? Are they blitzing me? You know what I'm saying? On the side screen rolls, are they forcing me baseline into those pockets the way San Antonio would do it? They always force you to a big. You know, just how are they guarding me so he can get a good idea. And then once you start exposing it, I think it'll be good. But I think he's going to have a great game. But Cat, I think Cat's going to compliment him well. He's going to be a great Robin tonight.
He better be.
I was just like, they need it. He got to stay out of foul trouble. Like y'all saying, to get and sustain and start these kind of runs, it mean nothing if you go get two silly fouls.
And what happened in games 1 and 2? He wasn't in foul trouble.
Yeah.
So you going lower, you're going higher. I'm going higher. I'm riding with my boy, man. They need it.
No, man. You ain't cool. You was just dapping this cat.
No, I'm talking about Cat, not you.
No. Why you agreeing with me? You was just dapping this. I mean, you a Sheed.
No. Cat is my boy, not Bonzi. I want to clear that up. I don't want anyone.
Wonder Twins.
You wasn't supposed to.
You doing all that stuff.
Can't leave a cat hanging.
It's dirty pool out here. Okay. All right. Jamal Murray, his higher lower 1.5 3-pointers.
Quit playing.
He's hit higher in exactly half of his playoff games.
Easy money.
No, you know what? He don't shoot a lot of threes though.
That's the thing.
That is true. He don't
so
shoot
1.5. That's
what you doing?
I'm going higher.
I'm going lower.
okay.
I'm going lower.
You said it's easy money? Easy higher?
Easy money.
But he don't shoot a lot of threes. I mean,
no, he goes to the whole. But he does shoot. He shoots what? At least like 5 threes a game.
I might be pushing it.
Let me see.
Something like that.
That might be pushing, but I'm gonna go lower, obviously, because of what you said. But I just don't think he shoot a lot of threes. You know, I don't think he shoot a lot of threes. I just think he's more of a screen and roll guy. He's trying to get into that lane, use his body, get to that midi. He's probably one of the best midi players in the history of the playoffs.
Yeah, after that shot not falling.
Last game he played 41 minutes. He took 0 3-point shots.
So he don't do it like
He's
that.
He's taking 4 a game this series. He took 7 a game last series. So
I'm gonna say higher.
Higher than 1.5. You going lower? He did hit 3 in game 4. Hit 2 in game 3.
Well, I think Minnesota's game plan, and it's a lot of teams' game plan, is to make them get inside the 3-point line.
Run you off the
They're
three.
running them off that 3-point line.
Should be.
Yeah, so that's their.
Right.
So
Don't
that's
get
probably their
killed from
game
there.
plan, especially you know what I'm saying you want to get Michael Porter Jr. run him off, make him get into the lane and see if he can shoot some middies or finish at the rim. KCP same way, you know what I'm saying. But Jamal Murray, I don't think that's really. I mean, he can shoot. He got a beautiful jump shot, but I think he just loved to get into the paint, use his body, floaters, make guys better.
The more high percentage shot.
Yeah.
Fuck the analytics.
Yeah, 100%.
So higher and lower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Promo code Sheed. Again, go get that Caitlin Clark special. If you think she can score 1 point, if you think she got 1 point, a free throw, a bucket, anything at all, but you got to get it before 7 p.m.
That is crazy.
Yeah. As many buckets as we saw her get in college, like, yeah.
Let's call it what it is. That's disrespectful to Indiana, our Indiana players.
The whole state?
That's disrespectful to her.
That is disrespectful to our state. Because
Individually to Caitlin Clark.
She probably looking at you, oh, word?
0? Yeah.
Slamming paper down. All right.
She reads the newspaper.
Yeah. That's why I was like this.
Is the newspaper, is that still a thing?
She's like 21. She's probably never held a newspaper.
Yeah, never in life, never in life. She, come on now, she.
Yeah, I saw it on the gram. Denver, Minnesota, Game 6. Anthony Edwards, again, he told the locker room attendant, "I see you for Game 7."
I like
it.
I like him, man.
Is he telling the truth though?
Man, he as long as he believe it, that's all that matters.
Nah, he need Gobert. He need Cat. He need McDaniels. They all got to believe it too.
Man, you got to understand, man. We was just comparing this man to Jordan 2 weeks ago. You don't think he can do this by
y'all
himself?
were.
I was gonna say, he's speaking French over there. You noticed that.
You didn't post that side-by-side picture of him and Jordan? You didn't post that on your
Negative ghostwriter.
on your social media?
Negative ghostwriter.
No, I'm just saying, but he's a great talent. He might will, and he's capable of going to get 50. You know what I mean? So he might just have one of them games that
He did it the other day, and they lost. He was 44, and they.
That's what I'm saying. He might just have one of them games. He going off, Big Cat going off. Rudy Gobert's playing semi-good defense against
Minimal.
Jokic.
Upgrading it to semi-good.
Yeah. I feel like
man, pride. He got to fight the fuck back, man. Damn, Joker be bitching him, dog. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's something coming from the World Games or when they grew up or something, you know. Serbia, France, or something. I don't know, but
he do take it a little personal.
It's like they know each other. Like they know each other. Been playing since Pee-wees.
Man,
Like, I own him. I've been killing him since youth league.
Ball.
No, I've been killing him since 8th grade.
He looked like he don't care like against any other team. Against Gobert, he's like, nah, give me him.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it. Conley expected to play. Murray's a game-time decision, though he's been questionable and still plays, so he probably will play.
Yeah.
But any adjustments on how they defend Jokic? I'm curious, what's the best defensive team you played on? Detroit would be my guess. How would that Detroit team defend this Denver team?
I don't know. We probably come from a whole lot of aspects with it. We can, whoever he's coming off of that screen with, probably double him, and we already got rotations going in place. So as that screen is coming, we already got the rotation guys going in place, opposing to when he catches the ball, now you rotate to him. So we're probably early rotations, definitely a lot of traps, or depending on where he catches the ball at on the floor, if it's anywhere outside the paint and anywhere above like that second or third hash on the lane, solo. Anything lower, come with a double. You know what I'm saying? Just throw different things at it, because what's one of the things that we used to say? Teams that trap don't like to get trapped. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, teams that's, they killing with the pick and roll. So that could be another thing that we do with them. You know, put them in the pick and roll, because, again, you got guys, you got to attack him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he just going to wave his arms, but no.
Make him work.
You got to attack him, make him work. So we definitely make him work on both ends.
Who do you think, like, do you guard him and Ben Wallace roams on Gordon? Or you think
see,
it's
that's our thing. For us, it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a matter of, all right, if he went to the board or went to the hole for a layup, you got the big taking the ball out, I got the other big. Or if I went to the hole or if I hit a three, then I got the first big down, and then you got the second big taking it out
set.
or whatever. We always had that eye contact, and just hand signals. Like they do, baseball and all that. We got our hand signals too, our eye contact. So it would definitely been switched up. And so with that, opposing to, that's just going to be added to the team game plan. So now, because I play a different defensive style and Ben played a different defensive style. You know what I'm saying? You got that along with the team defense because we're zoned in on you. So yeah, it definitely would have been a different game. For sure. Now, he probably still would have got his points because he is a good talent.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But, we definitely would have made him work on both ends for sure. Definitely. And if he would have tried to look at it like, okay, he'll guard Ben, and because, Ben is not going to shoot no jump shots, well, shit, you better think again because now if he ain't shooting them jump shots, that means you're going to have to fight with this big, strong motherfucker all night because he doing what?
Right.
Going to the board. Yeah, I'm crashing on both boards.
Right.
O board and D board. So, you know what I'm saying? We would have made him work on both ends of the ball. But, a lot of teams today don't do that. You know what I'm saying? When Cat did it in the first couple of games, and I think Joker had probably like about 2 fouls real quick or one quick foul, and they slacked off with him. But you got to attack them. When you got major scorers like that, you got to attack them.
I thought that would have been your job, right?
Oh,
yeah. Been you like, we need you to get 30, but you said before. I was going to say, you said he don't want to get 25, 30,
no,
right?
for sure. It would have been, ball here, especially with me not knowing knowing that he can't play no D, and he's the main cog in that wheel. Hey, Bonds. Ball.
Throw that little hand, little baby hand he got. Throw that little baby hand out there.
But you gotta attack him though, yo. Because that's the only way that we seen what type of team Denver is when he's sitting on the bench resting for his 3, 4, 5 minutes a game. We see what type of team they are. But can you imagine if he had to sit out the whole game? You know what I'm saying? Like now in the playoffs, I'm not talking about regular season. I'm talking about now in the playoffs. Can you imagine if he had to sit out that whole game? How that Denver team would look?
No, different.
It wouldn't be
terrible, yeah. What's the best defensive team you played on?
Oh, for sure, our Portland team. Our Portland team for sure was a great defensive team because we, Damon was the smallest guy. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, we were all, I was 6'5", 6'6", Pip 6'7", 6'8", Sheed, and you had Sabonis, so we was big, and then we had Smitty, we had other guys, so we did a lot. We did a lot of switching. We switched the defenses up a lot, and then we were good at making guys face their weaknesses. You know what I mean? We wouldn't let nobody just go ahead and kill you with their strengths all game long. Right. Like, if I just know Tyler can go right, man, you're not going right all night long on me, Tyler. You know
you got to beat me.
If I know you're shooting over your right shoulder and you're going, every time you get me in the post, you're going right shoulder, I can't let you get to your right shoulder, Tyler. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm watching even the mechanics of how you go up for your jump shot. You ain't doing this no more because, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to catch the ball up here and shoot it from here because I'm not letting you. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's the small little detail things that you got to do to kind of disrupt them a little bit. You're not going to stop them like she just said, but you got to do stuff to make them uncomfortable. And like I said, face their weaknesses and just do something they're uncomfortable with doing. You know what I mean? So that's probably the only way. They've definitely seen those defenses before. Just hopefully on this day it's working in our favor. You know what I'm saying?
And what's one of the things Joker's not comfortable with? Running. Moving his feet, sliding his feet from side to side. You know, I'm not saying that he can't do it,
right?
But that's the main thing that you got to focus on.
Make him change direction a lot.
Yeah, and individually, he ain't moving them hips like no DB. You know what I'm saying? He ain't dropping his hips like that. Like, nah, moving side to side, get him moving.
Yeah.
Whatever, you got to attack him though.
We did a poll on who wins tonight. 64% of the people think the Nuggets close it out.
Yeah, I'm with that 64.
You going with the Nuggets? Think they close it out?
Yeah, the champs. That they playing for rest. We not playing for next round. We not playing for the championship. We playing for rest, and that rest is crucial in the playoffs.
I think Minnesota going to force a game 7.
Think the Ant-Man?
Man, we're in Atlanta. We believe in Ant-Man.
Prophesy.
We're in Atlanta. We believe in Ant-Man.
The Church of the
Ant-Man. We doing this right here?
George.
We doing this right here? We doing that for Ant-Man?
A-Town down, Wells?
I believe in Ant-Man. I'm going. They're gonna force a Game 7 because it's gonna be great for TV too. It's gonna be great for TV.
Game 7,
it would be great for TV.
It's gonna be great for TV, man. I just hope Ant-Man have a great game and he continue to show them that he's a rising star in this game. And they force a Game 7 and they go out there and make some noise. And this is definitely, like I said about the OKC team, no matter what happens with them, if they lose this series, they still got to look at this as a successful season. You know what I'm saying? And they're still building. They're still building. And they got there. They took the champs to the ropes. They scared them a little bit. Now, like you said, they're going to go into the summertime to stay in Minnesota, to stay together, to stay locked in. Let's get better. Let's keep building brick by brick. But I think they're going to get it done tonight. I think they're going to be in there howling. Is it called the Target Center? Is it still the Target Center? Yeah,
I think it's still called the Target Center.
They're gonna be howling in the Target Center tonight for sure.
By the time we get back, all these series will be wrapped up. So call your shot. Who wins? You think Denver wins it tonight? You think we get a Game 7, but who wins it?
Denver.
You going Denver? So both going Denver. You going Denver in 6?
Series. I'm going Denver in 7.
Denver in 7.
Oh, yeah, and I'm going Denver tonight.
Knicks Pacers. The Knicks close it out tomorrow. Your Pacers get it to 7. Who wins?
Pacers in 7.
I'm going Knicks just because he
We're
said
hearing a lot of
Knicks
snickering.
in 2.
We're hearing a lot of snickering around the room, man. I'm hearing a lot of snickering.
They don't agree with you this time, Bonzi.
I heard the bathroom cam snickering in there.
Shot on the bathroom cam. Not going, bro. He said he's not going, cuz.
Wow. All right. Remember this moment.
Yes,
Remember this moment.
So we're that.
Remember
Knicks
this
in
moment.
6, Pacers in 7.
Remember this moment. We might have to play this back after we shock the world.
Run the tape back.
We're going to run this back after we shock the world.
Thunder Mavericks. Game 6 is in Dallas on Saturday. Who wins that? Who wins this series by the time we come back next week?
Dallas.
In 6?
So
they close it out?
Close it out.
Dunzo.
Got to. Because, again, as we said.
You agree with me?
I hate to.
Can I switch it?
I hate to, but
sure.
As we said, when you know for a fact, if you go back to this building, you're going to get cheated, shitted, whatever you want to say.
Put it in their hands.
You don't even want to put it in their hands. So if we could end this shit tonight at home in our crib, we ain't even got to worry about, make sure you stop by 7-Eleven for me on the way to the airport. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about none of them runs and trips no more. So
it's over with.
It's over with.
You stupid.
It's over with.
This is very crazy.
So NBA Finals preview. Based on what we've seen so far, who's coming out of each conference?
It's hard to say.
On both conferences, I feel like the Celtics are coming out of the East.
I'm gonna say the Celtics
like
come out the East.
Yeah.
And I just think Jokic will be. See, I don't know.
I'm gonna say Denver is gonna be there, but I don't know.
Y'all both picking Dallas, so it'll be a Denver-Dallas versus.
I'm gonna go Boston-Denver. And sorry, my boy Nico, man. Sorry, that's my guy. But I gotta go Dallas. I gotta go Boston-Denver. I think that's gonna be the finals preview. And I think Boston's going to win their first championship this year.
You think so?
No.
With that crew.
No.
That's my opinion.
True. That is your opinion.
That's my opinion. It's okay to have an
still
opinion.
Be wrong.
No, it's not okay for your opinion. Who gives a shit about your opinion?
Wow.
But,
a lot of snickering, G.
No, if it is.
A lot of snickering in here.
I told you
man.
we don't like you over in these
Fuck
parts.
Who said that?
Y'all are Tupac. It's me against the world in here, boys. Me against the world. It's okay.
No, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, I know for sure Denver gonna be there. I would want Boston to be there, but it's still gonna be a tough series with them for either team, either the Pacers or the Knicks.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a tough series for them. And I think Joker just going to be too much because, again, we got to look at it as if Porzingis is not coming back because,
until he comes back,
until he comes back. And then that's going to be a hellacious matchup for Al. Going against
need that rest now, boy.
Joker or Aaron Gordon for Al. Yeah. So.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be tough. It'll be Denver, Boston, I think.
I know. Not good.
No, I know. It'll be a definite mismatch though. Porzingis will definitely have to come back.
For Boston to have a chance.
I think he will.
Which finals we think most entertaining, like from the fans' perspective, or is it Boston, Denver? I feel like that's like the returning champs versus the Celtics who have been here year after year after year, and that's the last step they have to climb.
From the fans' perspective, shit, the way New York going, they probably want New York in the finals.
Word.
The way Jalen Brunson got a chokehold on the country right now, especially out east.
Them TV ratings is probably higher than the Boston games.
Yeah, New York.
If New York was in the.
If New York and would they want to see them against Denver? Maybe they want to see them against some of the young boys, some of the young boys.
Dallas, Luka.
Dallas. And,
Yeah,
so it'll be a good matchup. Maybe Dallas and Brunson matchup. I'm sorry, not Dallas. Luka and Brunson, or Kyrie and
his
Brunson.
old team.
Yeah, stuff like that. That'll be so that might be a good one in terms of
Knicks Mavericks.
Yeah, Knicks Mavericks will be a good one.
No Pacers. You don't think the fans want to see the Pacers in the finals?
I mean, I understand the metrics of this thing.
Do you now?
I understand we're a small market. We're going to have our day, though. We're going to have our day. We're going to have our day. We're going to have our day.
Okay. We'll get to some fan questions in a minute here. But last topic, the Nets are going to retire your man Vince Carter's number.
Yep,
Played 4.5 seasons there.
Class of 98, baby.
Third leading scorer in franchise history. He'll go into the Naismith Hall of Fame later this year. Your reactions?
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's just more to put on your resume. More to put on your resume. You got your number retired by, I think it'll be 2 teams now. I think Toronto, they didn't do it?
It's the first one.
Oh, wow. Shit.
That they're saying now, should Toronto?
I'm pretty sure Toronto will do it.
Sure.
After the way he left, I think enough time has passed, but after the way he left,
still,
a lot of people...
Even after the way he left, it didn't matter because he did so much for that organization.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was that organization, and no disrespect to my guy Damon, because he was the rookie of the year for that team, but Vince was the megastar for that organization when he was up there.
Yeah.
And it's great shit. I'm glad. And a Hoff recognition, get that jacket. I'm happy for him. That's Carolina blood right there. Yeah, that's where he went to school at.
South Carolina?
If you didn't know. No.
Gamecock?
No.
Vince Carter?
The University of North Carolina.
State. Wolfpack Vince Carter?
Yeah, they just went to the Final Four. I saw Vince on the sideline when they was...
Had their red on?
Yeah,
I seen that as well. What memories do y'all have from playing against him? Like, what stands out?
Vince, man, for me, I met Vince in high school. We had went to, it was funny, we still talk about it to this day. I remember we went to play in this, this international tournament. It was called the Albert Schweitzer tournament in Germany. So it was me, him, a guy named B.J. Mackey, South Carolina.
Okay.
We had a couple other guys that went to Duke. It was just a really good team. And I remember, when we was flying over, and just kind of, I don't know nobody. I'm just kind of looking at guys, and Vince was looking kind of a square. He had some glasses on, kind of looking all, nerdy. You know what I'm saying? He talking about music, and he telling me he in the band and all this stuff. He the band director or leader or playing the trombone stuff. I'm over here like, oh man, this dude, bro. We go to practice. Bro. And everybody's, we just shooting around. Everybody's kind of looking at each other to see how everybody's game look.
He stepped out the phone booth, huh?
Man, he stepped out the phone booth, man.
Took them specs off.
Bro, he went up and just dunked it, something like I ain't never seen before. He was like he was floating. And I sit there and I stopped and I was dropping my ball. I said, hey man, do that again. Do that again. And he did it. I was like, oh Lord. So we practiced, and he was just amazing. I mean, just looked like way better athletic than everybody. Big jump shot looked smooth. He was jumping. He was doing all this stuff. So, everybody, we all young. Everybody could jump a little bit. So after practice, we dunking. Man. So we just play a game where we lick your fingertips. These are glass backboards. You lick your finger and see how high you can get up on the backboard. I'm up here.
Filthy niggas.
So, but that's just what it was. That's just what it was. You know how it was, Sheed.
Fingerprints all over the glass.
Bruh, Vince took one step and literally was this far from the top of the backboard. Oh, it was over. When he did like this in the dunk contest, it was over. Over. I said, I call home, and this is back when you call and collect, when people ain't really trying to accept your collect call. Call home my homeboy, hey man, listen. forget anybody y'all ever seen jump and play. Remember this name. His name is Vince Carter. He's going to be.
Remember that.
Remember this name. He's going to be awesome.
Back to the Future.
He's going to be awesome. And then fast forward, we both got, he did this thing in North Carolina. We both was in the '98 draft together. So we going to be linked forever. But man, I'm just so proud of him. So happy for him, man, because he was electrifying for our game. I mean, the stuff that he was doing was still talked about. His mixtape is still probably one of the best mixtapes in the history of the NBA. So it's well deserved, man. I think Toronto is going to follow suit. When you get Hall of Fame on your back, that's when all them other accolades start coming. So I definitely think he'll have at least 2 franchises retiring his uniform.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, my biggest Vince memory. I got a few. Just playing pickup throughout the summer back down there at Carolina. When he was still in school and we would go down there. Of course, we're all amazed by his athletic ability. But I would say my biggest Vince Carter story was All-Star Game of 2000, I think, Frisco. Oakland. It was in Oakland, but we were staying in Frisco. And so, it was a couple Carolina guys there, and, we all linked up. And so we was having some drinks and shit. My brother was with me, right? Mm-hmm. So my brother Muhammad, I was telling guys like, back in the day, my brother, he was the one doing all the Jordan dunks and all of that shit. They was looking at my brother. My brother was a little heavy. They looking like him. I'm like, I'm telling you, like this and that. So my brother got through explaining some of the dunks he did. And one of the dunks he used to do when he would do dunk contests in the hood was he would dunk it. And my brother was the first one I saw, the first dude I ever heard about it when he dunked. Put his arm in the rim and hang on the rim. My brother Muhammad was the first dude I ever saw that. Like about 6'4".
Okay.
He was the first one I saw to do that, and just hang on the rim. So, we all at the bar the night before the dunk contest and drinking and ha. And my brother had mentioned that. He was like, man, you should do that dunk. He was like, I'm telling you, that dunk will do this and that, da-da-da-da-da. So next night, we all drinking again, because it's All-Star game. We all drinking again and shit.
Because it's Wednesday.
We
knew because it had to be the All-Star.
And, we watching, and then when Vince did his dunk and he was hanging in the rim, my brother's like, yo, that's the dunk. That's the dunk. I told him to do. That's the dunk right there. Yeah. And it was like, to me, the way that my brother was like, my brother was geek. Like, oh, my dunk made it to the league and all this shit, right?
Come on.
But, oh, man, no, it was fun, and it was hilarious, though. It was a great time, just sitting there, me, my brother, Carolina guys, and just having, just some reminiscing about our Carolina stories and shit. But, no, Vince a cool dude. It's well-deserved. And, he's definitely a Superman, because like Bonzi said, when you see him off of the court, he's just relaxing. Yeah, he got his glasses on, look totally different. It's a Clark Kent epidemic with him.
Until he take off that suit and tie.
Man, when he take off them glasses and that suit and tie and step out that phone booth, and all, I got to admit, he does have one of the coolest nicknames that I've heard with basketball. Half man, half amazing. Oh. That's one of the coolest nicknames I heard. That's probably... That like the second or third coolest basketball nickname I heard. The first,
Iceman.
Nope.
Dot.
Nope. The human highlight film. Damn!
Dominique.
Woo! Hey, that's a killer nickname right there. The human highlight film.
But Iceman?
Oh, no, Iceman, you cold.
He was in that picture like this?
You cold with the two little jewels.
Like this, man. Come on.
No,
we don't even call Magic Johnson Irvin no more. I feel like that's how good a nickname it is. He's just Magic Johnson.
Yeah, he was Magic out there on that floor.
Yeah, them nicknames, those single nicknames like Magic, Bonzi.
Shit, quit kicking me, T.Y.
Those nicknames are the same.
Madonna, Play It Loud, Bonzi.
Prince,
shit, Bonzi, kill yourself, Bonzi, that's the same, right?
Haters, man, haters. Haters, man.
Y'all talked about him athletically. Like, where did he rank, Vince?
Number one. Let's not even finish.
Like, not even like nobody's even close.
Next question. Let's go to the next question.
Yeah, next question. It's only one. I seen him do one amazing dunk in game, but it's only one dunk I've never seen him do in a game that I've seen someone do. I never seen Vince jump from the foul line during a game, but he's done a whole lot of other fucking amazing dunks, jumping over. What was dude 7'2"?
Oh,
in the Olympics?
White,
was he like 7'1", 7'2"? that right there now, that I was really, really amazed by that. Because I thought it was something, you know, I'm in high school, I could jump over a dude 6'3", 6'4", being my size. I'm like, oh, yeah. Yo, this motherfucker just jumped over a dude 7'2".
He didn't run the full court neither.
Let me rewind that real quick.
Yeah.
Like,
They
damn!
got the steal. He got the ball like the 3-point line, took like 3 steps, like gathered real quick, and was just up over his head.
I don't know, bro. I think the best dunk I ever seen, it was against my Pacers.
Oh, no.
When he went baseline against Chris Mullin, and he went, and Chris tried to swipe it, and he brought it down and went reverse dunk. That might have been the sickest dunk I've ever seen.
I hate to say it, you know, I fucks with him. Zoe, my man. You know, I fuck with Alonzo
yeah.
Mourning. That's my guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Vince put him in the basket quite a few times. Yeah. But the nastiest one, I think, when they both jumped, chest to chest, and he just had the ball here, and that shit came back here. He was still in the air. Zoe was going down, and he's still in the air. And
still in the air.
That's, ooh.
Man. You know, it's funny. I saw a quote where Vince said Alonzo didn't talk to him for years after that.
I wouldn't either.
Like, can you blame him? He took it like behind his back, real casual too. It was like, watch this shit.
Yeah.
And then went up on him and bah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't talk that motherfucker neither, dunking on me like that.
He's dead to me.
You got kids and stuff. You got kids and stuff at home. Come on, man.
That's how you gonna do me?
And these kids cruel nowadays, man. You know, them kids at home be like, Dad, man, dang, Dad.
Oh, you know they showing it to you on
Dad, man,
Dad.
Dad.
Your pops got yammed on like
Pops,
that,
you gonna
man?
let him dunk on you like that, Pops? Man,
Look,
Pops, you trash.
The kids down in the basement playing on a little Nerf hoop and shit. They be like, Vince Carter, boom.
Hey, y'all shut that shit up.
Yeah. Hey, give me that ball.
Y'all's ass to bed.
It's bedtime. Shit.
Little badasses.
Who would y'all say best pound for pound dunker that y'all have seen?
Oh, Nate Robinson. Little bitty Nate. Little bitty Nate.
Man, he used to fly.
Little bitty Nate.
Yeah, Nate could get up.
Man, little Nate. He a little hybrid. Little compact, little strong dude, man. Can play.
Like multiple sport athlete.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Nate, man. You know, I hope you get that kidney transplant, man, because Nate's a really good dude, man.
Yeah,
really good. That's my partner, man. That's my partner right there, man. Hate to see him going through it, man, but he's such a positive dude, man. Such a positive dude, man. But yeah, Nate probably pound for pound for me, the bounciest. Got a chance to play with him in the Big Three, so I got a chance to get close to him.
Get up close.
That's my guy, man. Good dude.
Yeah, no, Nate a good cat, good dude. I know him and his people's up there in Seattle. Had a chance to play with him in Boston for that 1 year I played up there, and you know, meet him, Marquise. You know, we was fucking kicking it. But no, Nate a good dude. I would say, yeah, Nate had bounce, Spud Webb had bounce.
Yeah.
You know, representing the short dudes. But man, for me, I love Vince. That's my guy, Carolina blood. But damn, I'm gonna have to go with Rain Man.
Kemp. You talking about the Indiana kid?
Bruh, the way that
you right.
The way that this motherfucker was, his in-game dunks was like video game shit, dog.
You right, man.
Then when he dunked on the way he windmilled on Gat, and then came down.
The Indiana water, man.
He said, I got you.
Oh,
who was that he dapped up?
Gat.
Alden Lister. Was that?
No, Alden Lister he hit
that's
like
this.
this.
That's when he cuffed it. That's when he cuffed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we dunked on Gat, and then Gat was like, oh, damn, you got me.
You got me. I call balls and strikes.
Another dunk that we forgot about, the one he did in the Garden. When he went down the middle and they tried to go and he came with the behind.
That's what I'm saying, the in-game dunk.
Indiana.
I was,
Kentucky?
Indiana.
He signed in Kentucky.
He's from Indiana.
He don't claim
He never spent a moment in
Seattle Sonics.
He claimed, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He live in Seattle, so he ain't claiming neither one of y'all.
He claims Seattle.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? He claiming Seattle.
Please.
Nah, Rain Man. Even pound for pound, just because I feel like he's just dunking so much harder than everybody else.
And to be 6'10", 6'11", and you got like a 40-something inch, 50-inch vertical. Bro, yeah, he punished motherfuckers.
Yeah, for the tall guys, him and a guy named Stromile Swift.
Oh yeah, Stro used to get up too. Yeah,
he
Stro got a lot of
good
good
dunks of all time.
Good in-game dunks.
Man, Stromile the only person I seen where him and Yao Ming went up, and Yao 7'6". Yao had his arm stretched out trying to block it. Stromile went back here and put it over his arm and dunked on him. Never. It was amazing.
Chest to chest.
Chest
Probably
to
the only
chest.
time that's ever happened to Yao Ming.
Y'all was tripping because y'all's hand went like he dunking on his y'all's hand went between both of them. He just dunked on him. Y'all looking like man, he
Fish
dunked that?
to fish.
Oh man, I gotta find it. I'm gonna send it to you. Man, it was crazy.
Nah, Stroman I remember he got
Crazy.
Tyrese Thomas one time, and like the way the ball hit, it sounded like a gunshot. It's like the way the rim. I was like, oh my God, get down.
Oh yeah. Whew. Yeah, Stroh was one of them
Duck.
ones too.
Yeah, bro. Get that man. Now we'll get into some fan questions. Again, we appreciate everybody submitting questions all week in the forum.
Fact.
We'll run through some of these. Favorite player to play against. This is from D Lions HD. It's a favorite player to play against for the challenge or competition. Favorite player to play against.
For me, I'm gonna go with practice. And my favorite player to play against in practice was Jermaine O'Neal. Like he young fella bought it every day. Yeah. Especially when he first came into the league, you know, he was scrawny, but he always had the heart. He always had the fight in him. Yeah. And I was like going against him every day, you know. And with me being just a little bit older than him, it was like, all right, let me try to keep up with this young motherfucker here. And he's gonna be running up and down. Yeah, I know he's gonna bring it. But you know, and I think that's different from a game. Like you know, you got your guys during the game. You know what I'm saying? You got your different competition during the game. But on the daily, going against a motherfucker like that every day, and he turned out to be a perennial all-star, like shit, yeah, that. For me.
Yeah, for me, if I go practice, I'm gonna have to go with the Kobe stopper, Ruben Patterson.
Rube?
Man, listen, I don't think you understand how Rube was, man. Rube 6'7", 240, all muscle, and he fast, and he got a 40. You know what I'm saying? He can jump, he fast, he quick. You know what I'm saying? He loves play. He takes defense like a challenge.
Personally.
Like he's personal. Like he, man,
hangs his hat on.
Man,
He hangs his
personal,
hat on.
man. And I used to tell myself, if I can score against Rube every day, I can score against anybody. Because Rube, like he said, he bring it. Like Rube, he's relentless. Like he takes it. I don't care if it's for nothing. I'm just shooting around. If I'm just getting a regular shot up again, he don't even want that. He gonna smack it. Like you know what I'm saying? Because he's so competitive.
No easy shot.
So playing ones against him every day in practice, going against him in practice in game scenarios and situations, it got me better, and just understanding just how to play against guys like Rube. But in the game, you know, my matchup obviously playing against Kobe. You know, everybody just got blessing playing against Kobe and just trying to match your skill set against him and just really just getting an up close feel of him. You know what I'm saying? How fast he is. You know what I'm saying? How his skill set is and how he can just make something out of nothing. You'd be like, you think you got Kobe, and he done switch pivots, done use the other hand, done threw something off the backboard. You know, he was just so good, and just to be able to, you know, compete against him and just get a stop every now and then and make you feel good because he was that good.
Yeah, the games are definitely different as far as the competition level. But if I had to pick a game person, yeah, for me, I always it was KG, and I say that because he was a mirror image of me. Except the difference is, I think I have a better jump shot, and he's a better rebounder. You know what I'm saying? But we both have that tenacity on defense. You know what I'm saying? Both of us gonna talk our shit.
True. You think?
You and Kevin Garnett?
Talk that shit.
First I've heard of this.
You think?
But yeah, no, it was always great matchups with him. But you know what I'm saying? I think that's what helped make me the player that I am, because I had to go against so many good power forwards. Even coming into the league, going against Webb. Then when I first got traded to Portland, had to go against Cliff Robinson. Then Jermaine came, going against Brian Grant. Then when I get traded to Detroit, I had to go against Ben, you know, Eldon Campbell, you know, and then in Boston, going against KG every day, me and Big Baby going against KG and Perk every day. So I was thankful to, even on teams that I played on, to have another power forward to go against who was just as competitive as I was.
Next question comes from I Want Meatloaf. Shout out to I Want Meatloaf. If you don't mind sharing, Sheed, is there a special meaning behind your necklace?
Yes, it is. It is. I went to China a few years back, and I actually got this from the Dalai Lama, and for maybe about the first year or two, I didn't wear it, but my mom passed away, and I felt as though, like, you know, it was a spiritual connection, blessed bees, and it's 3 orange bees on here. and they represent 3 major people who I've lost in my life. So I kind of look at it as like, this is my ice. You know what I mean? So I rock it every day, and that way I have that spiritual connection with my brother, my sister, and my mom. So that's your answer, Meatloaf.
Shout out to I Want Meatloaf.
I want Meatloaf.
Next question from We Not Me Productions. Said, who was the best player you both played against that didn't make the NBA? Best player you played against that did not make the NBA.
I know, dude.
Was it me?
Cat by the name of Rondell Turner.
Rondell Turner.
Played high school ball with him. Man, hey, my senior year, I was number 1 in the country as far as my ranking. I was number 1 in the country, was on the number 1 team in the country. I only played 2 quarters, the first and the third. So, and I was only averaging like about 12 or 14 points. Rondell came in and played the second and fourth, and he led our team in scoring, averaging like 25.
Damn.
Yeah. And he ended up, I think, going to University of Rhode Island, but it just didn't work out for him there. And he was one of those great Philly stories. Like, man, if he would have made it, I would probably say that's the best player that I played against that didn't make the league, yo. And he could put the ball on the floor, he could shoot. You know what I'm saying? He bodied you too. He wasn't afraid to bang down there, down low, and he could shoot the 3. Put it on the floor, and had post moves. Led the team to score with like 25, 22, 25, some shit like that.
Yeah. For me, it was this local legend from Indiana named Kojak Fuller.
What a name.
Did he have a ball head?
He didn't.
Damn.
But listen.
Missed opportunity. Yeah.
Man, this man about 5'7", cut up, like, kind of built like, like a running back cut up. Man, jumped his high on his jump shot, averaged 30 all through Indiana, Mr. Basketball. Was supposed to go big time in college. Like, he was everybody's basketball idol. I mean, if you see him, you'll be like, man, they say Kojak, it's almost like you're French. Kojak, who, man, where you at? Like, but, what I'm saying? But then, Kojak, this, like life back then in the early 90s, got caught up in the streets, got to hustle a little bit and ended up getting a 20-year sentence in prison. Damn. And now, since he's been out, he's been doing great thing and, with mentoring these kids and in the Christian space. But when you talk about basketball in Indiana, and somebody who you thought was going to make it, like from a small guard's perspective, he was the first name that everybody's going to say because he was just unbelievable. I mean, like when I played
94.
When I played against him, he came out in 93. I came out in 94. When I played against him, he was always the best player on the court. 30s, 40s, 50s. Like
on your head?
Yeah, like unstoppable, quick. Jump shot, had some grit to him, tough, street dude.
Kojak.
So
you got to be 5'7" named Kojak. You got some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So shout out to my boy Kojak, man. It's killer. Not literally, but,
on the court.
On the court.
Next question. Who did Bonzi and Sheed dislike the most, another player, when they were playing against him? This is from Francis Smyhers, 952. Hope I said that correctly.
Dislike?
Who did Bonzi and Sheed dislike the most, another player, when they were playing against him?
Let me see.
I think they said against them, so y'all couldn't say each other. Like, that was a good qualifier by Francis. Tip.
Well, no, when I was in Detroit and playing against Houston, I hated playing against Bonzi. Because all you're going to do is fucking foul me. It's like, no. But truth be told, no, I ain't never really had no beef with other players, or I've always got along with other guys. I ain't never really have no real gripes. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. If I see a guy outside the lines, hey, what's good? If we at a bar or a restaurant, get a little drink, a meal or something. It ain't personal. But my beef has always been with the refs in the league. So I never really hated or disliked another player.
Just him in Houston.
Yeah, just him.
Besides him, honestly, I'm with Sheed. People be thinking like when guys get into it on the court and it really rarely spills outside the lines. You know what I'm saying? Because most guys, they're gonna be like, man, this is just an isolated incident. It's an isolated play. I don't want to hate Sheed. I don't want to kill Sheed. I don't want Sheed to die tonight, and I want to send my boys to go see him. We ain't doing all that. It's like, bro, we all living a blessed life.
Way too good.
Yeah, we all living a blessed life, man. We want a 450 people that's doing this. We understand each other's problems that we're dealing with in real life. We understand each other. So like she said, we might get into it on the court. We might even act like we want to run to the locker room to see each other. But then if we can see each other the next day, we both going to probably be passive. And what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? And it's always all good. You know what I'm saying? But I've never to say I hated a guy because I know, we all going through a lot of the same stuff and the pressures that go with this stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to respect them. So, hate would be a crazy word to use, or dislike or whatever, because we were all blessed to play against each other.
And other top athletes
you're
going against in the world.
I don't have no hard fouls or nothing when he was in Houston or after he got traded. No,
I fucked him
no
up.
flagrant two, no technical.
We got text.
I fucked him up, but
she found me wrong. I chest bumped him. Got in his face. What's wrong with you, fool?
And it was a difference.
What we doing?
The difference was when I fouled him hard, it wasn't to hurt him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or put him out or leave a motherfucker laying on the floor, even though I don't like him.
I didn't feel it at all.
But, it was a flagrant,
Man, I got hit by a purse. That's what it felt like. Your grandma's purse. Boy, quit playing, baby. That one of them.
But no, I gave him a flagrant foul. But afterwards, it's like, shit.
What we doing?
We in the back, hey, what's up, my man? What's cracking tonight? You popping town? Hey, man. Yeah.
And shout out to my pops. I know Pops watching right now. He's probably laughing right now.
Shout out, Pops.
Pops watching right now.
And then but and like you said, out there on that floor, I mean, I hate to make this comparison, but it's the truth. Like, when we watch wrestling, when we were younger, we see cats busted heads, getting their brains beat in, and, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that to you, face to face, spitting on each other.
Yeah.
But we didn't see when they would go out later that night in that town, they all drinking and this and that, Oh, man, that was a good hit when you bust me upside my head with the chair. That was a good one. I like that. Let's do that next week.
Like, together through the next city together.
And that's how it is in the NBA. I never really hated the dude. Like, you have your guys who are your adversaries and, it's good competition, but no, it's not to the point like, damn, he be busting my ass. Hey, man, y'all come to the bar tonight. Yeah, he in here tonight. We're going to get this motherfucker.
6'10" in a blue shirt.
Like, even after Chris Mills sent them guys to see me, I wasn't mad at Chris Mills. I didn't hate Chris Mills.
That wouldn't have been a wise move.
No. No, even we got that little beef or whatever. No, not at all. Not at all.
Shout out Chris Mills.
That's my man.
Yeah.
That's my man. I never met him before, but that's my NBA brother.
You never met him, but he knows you.
He knows me.
He knows you.
That's my NBA brother, though, so we connected. We locked in forever.
Next question. From Chip Olay. Chip says, will the Celtics split up Tatum and Brown if they don't win it all this year?
Heck no.
You don't think so?
Just no. That's my only quote.
They'll get rid of the whole team besides them.
They get rid of Brad Stevenson before they get rid of him.
Who?
Brad Stevenson.
Brad Stevenson.
Oh, Stevenson. Stevens, my fault.
That his uncle?
My fault. Right. Another Indiana boy. I messed him up. My fault, B. My fault, B. I'm thinking about Lance.
So y'all say definite no. You change everything else but your two-star players, right?
No.
That's who's giving them the success.
Question from Karen Anderson. Karen says, Sheed, will you ever coach in the NBA?
Hell no.
I don't know.
My fault.
It said Sheed.
Was that to me or Sheed?
It said Karen asked Sheed.
I thought she
Sorry,
said,
Karen.
My fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. I thought she said that. My fault. My fault for cussing.
I don't know. I don't know if the opportunity permits itself and things line up right, yeah?
LeBron says after the Hawks draft Bronny, he wants Rasheed Wallace on the coaching staff.
I don't know if I could coach down here, though, because Bonzi coaching down here. Now, if Bonzi was at, like, Indiana State University at Purdue University.
IUPI, yeah.
I would come down, you know what I'm saying?
That's fair. That's valid.
That boy is stupid. That boy is stupid.
Next question from Sir Naps a Lot. I know that's right. Sir Naps a Lot says, what would you do to make the Pistons more relevant in the league? Love the show. Thank you, Sir Naps a Lot. What would y'all do to make the Pistons more relevant in the league?
What could we do?
Mm-hmm. Put on your GM cap.
Get a new owner.
Oh, look, so that's more for him. So he's been in the trend. That's more for him.
For me, get a new owner.
Comes from the top down.
It starts top down. You know what I'm saying? You gotta if you look at the teams that's won it, look at the teams that are contenders. The owners are basketball guys. Start top down, get a new owner. You bringing in people who are basketball related, who are probably used to play for the Pistons or some shit like that. So now you got the community relations. So now you got the locals supporting you with the games and all the other things you do outside of the game. And yeah, it's a trickle effect.
Get that interest back.
It's a trickle effect.
Yeah, and I think they need to, because, you know, they've been losing a lot lately, so they always getting them top draft picks. Sometimes they got to trade some of them picks for some veteran players. Like, you know, if you got a number 1, 2, 3, man, you got too many young boys on the same team. Like, you got, man, they team 19, 20, 21, 22, ain't never won. They ain't, you know what I mean? So it's tough to, what can you do with that? You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to win in this league. They don't got no veterans really in their ear. I can't remember their bench. But they ain't got nobody in that rotation.
But they traded like Bogdanovich, Alec Burks, guys that got traded to the Knicks.
They traded all the vets. You know what I mean? So they gotta get some vets in there to go with some of this young talent they got to kind of offset it, because you can't expect these young boys that's never don't know nothing about this league come into this league and win against guys who know everything about this league. You know what I'm saying? It's so tough on these guys. So like she said, it probably has to start at the top, but you got to start trading some of these picks GM wise to get some of these. You know, if you got a number top 5 pick, you can get a good piece from somebody else's team, and you put in a couple players, some money, whatever the case may be, and bring back something. You know, because obviously Detroit and places like that are not free agent destinations where guys are going to be like, oh, man, I can't wait to sign with Detroit. People ain't really saying that no more. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the case. Maybe is that why you wouldn't trade the picks? It's like, hey, man, we can't do this and whiff on it. We can't trade 3 picks for a guy and he either be hurt or then leave because Detroit's not a big market. We got to get these guys here on our draft picks.
You got to roll the dice, man. You got to come in there. You got to roll the dice, bring them in
Take
there.
Money to make
Hopefully
money.
fall in love with the city. Like, you know, you bringing up a guy like Sheed. You didn't know Sheed was going to love Detroit, but Sheed is basically Detroit now. Sheed is basically they love Sheed in Detroit. That's like his second home, really, in real life. You know, he can't pay for a meal in Detroit. But who would have thought that coming in, that Detroit was going to do him like that? So they just got to bring somebody in, let the city embrace him, let him start hooping and doing his thing, and you know, he might stay for 3, 4, 5 years. You know, you can't expect him to stay for 10 like it used to be. Those days are over with. But if you can get a kid for 3 to 4 or 5 years, maybe, you did your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it starts from the top down, though. Yeah. It's a trickle effect, you know, because even I can't even put it on the GM. You know, it's like he's only doing what he can do, but so much that he can do, because at the end of the day, it's your owner who got to pull the trigger. Like, you could come with the most blockbuster trade that's going to catapult your organization, like the same way it happened with Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we were playing, who would have fucking thought that Golden State would have started a dynasty, you know what I'm saying, for the 2000s? Like, that wasn't on nobody's mind. So with that, it's the same way with this in that situation. It starts from the top. Hey, let me go ahead. Even if I put this trade together, I still got to get the owner to pull the trigger. If he's not a basketball mind or a basketball dude, the first thing he's going to ask me is, how much is it going to cost?
Doesn't make financial sense for us.
Like, now you like, oh, well, shit, he thinking about money. Never mind.
Right, this ain't gonna work.
Never mind.
Forget I asked.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's top down to me. You know, like, and then I don't see how owning, you can't own nothing if you're not interested in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
an asset,
like what good if I owned a restaurant and, you know, it's a nice restaurant and this and that, but I wasn't into it. It was just more like, I don't give a fuck about it.
This is an asset. It's a money play.
It ain't the same. You like the food won't be the same. The atmosphere won't be the same. The entertainment, you know, even the people.
Because you're making decisions with finance first and not people first. 100%. Or basketball first in this case.
100%.
Next question for Bonzi from Tom Lovingston. Says, what was your experience like playing under Jeff Van Gundy?
Was that Tom?
Tom Lovingston.
All right, Tim.
No. It very clearly says.
We know it's Tim.
It very clearly says Tom Lovingston.
Mistake of the key.
Wow.
Fingers.
What was the question again?
For Bonzi, what was your experience like playing under Jeff Van Gundy?
Oh man, I used to tell people I didn't like Jeff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because during the moment, because I wasn't understanding when I was in the moment what he was doing for me. But as I got older and I'm a coach now, I respect that he kept it real with me because, you know, when I got there, I just left Sacramento and I went through some stuff. And when I got there, you know, they assigned me to Houston, and I remember he brought me in his office, and I'd been through some stuff in a couple of my different stops, and he was kind of just talking about stuff I'd been through or whatever. And then he was just looked at me and was like, man, I don't think you can play for me. And I said, man, this is our first meeting. I ain't even practiced for you yet. He was like,
I think your cheeks.
I can just tell.
I can tell from your Portland days.
Yeah, I can just tell.
I tell by the way you walked in, man.
Yeah,
You just
like
ain't got it.
I can just tell you the type of guy, man. I coach different. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're gonna be able to go in my program.
You're not my style.
Yeah. But he kept it real with me, and you gotta respect it. He looked in my eyes and told me that, and for the year that I played for him, you know, I didn't really play for him. You know, he was like, man, listen, you going through some stuff personally. Just kept me away from the team for a while. And if my guy T-Mac didn't want to play, he'd call me back in like, hey, Bonzi, I think we need to get our situation back together, man. We miss you around
here. Get that old
here.
thing back.
Smooth it out.
Smooth it out. I play about
How
5.
you been, man?
I play about 5 games. Then T-Mac like, oh, I'm good. Bonzi, man, it's not working. Bonzi, it's not working. It's not working, man. You just need to get away from the team for a little while, get your mind right. So we did that like 3 or 4 times during the season. It was so funny. So I probably played about 20 games with him.
Contract worker.
Yeah, it was so funny. So I used to be mad at him because I used to be like, man, if I catch this man, I'm like, But then I got to really thinking about it. I was like, man, you know, he you know, this is his life. You know what I'm saying? This is his livelihood. So he got to coach the way he want to coach. You got to have the guys out there that he can coach and feel comfortable with. So as a coach, I started understanding that, and I started softening my stance on him because if you'd have heard me 5-10 years ago,
I did.
I was I was hard on Coach.
You wasn't a fan?
No, but I respect him so much, man. He's so knowledgeable of the game. You know, and I tell people about Jeff. If we were doing a book report on basketball, he's the valedictorian of all the A+, all that. I mean, he knows, cause you know he knows his basketball. He knows his basketball. Like he really knows the game. But he's just a hard dude to play for. You know what I'm saying? Because he's such a micromanager. You know, he wants things precise. And you know what I'm saying? And you know, we're players that like to play organically. You know what I'm saying? But he want to script everything, and that was my issue with him. But he knows basketball like no other. He's probably one of the best basketball minds I've ever met.
You say you heard him talk differently before his coaching spree? Well. And the last question, Roscoe679 has one question for each of you. He says, Sheed, who do you think the Pistons should draft at number 5? Said to Bonzi, if you become the coach of the Pistons, who among the current players would you maintain on the team, and who would you want to add? Who would you want to add to give more success? He also says this is the best podcast right now with no BS or pretensions, just honest conversations and wisdom from people who know the game and speak the truth. More power to you guys. We appreciate you, Roscoe.
Man, come on, that's love right there.
No doubt, Roscoe, for sure.
That's love. Go ahead, Sheed.
Sheed, who should the Pistons draft at number 5? And Bonzi, if you were coaching the Pistons, who are you building around? Who are you looking to add?
For me, for my question, number 5, I would trade it to see what I can get. Because look at it like this, like you just mentioned it a couple of minutes ago. You have a lot of high lottery picks on that team already. So it ain't like, all right, we get one more, we gonna be in the same situation. No, I'm gonna trade that to try, again, as you just said, to get some veteran players. Yo, we gonna need somebody to come in here and like when Cade fucked up or when, you know, Jalen Duren fucked up and injured, they can't play, we gonna need somebody to come in here, a veteran or a good, solid player that can at least help us go in that right direction and win. You know what I'm saying? I would trade the pick. If it was me, I would trade that 5th pick to see what I can get out of it, because you can either get 2 or 3 more picks depending on the team that you're doing a deal with. You know what I'm saying? So now, okay, I can go get a couple other young players, or I can trade that to get some veteran players. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, if I was GM, I would trade that number 5 pick.
And for me, if I'm the coach, I would start. I love Jalen Duren. I feel like he's going to, you know, for the young fellow, I think he's 19 now, 20 maybe now.
Like 21.
Probably 20, 21.
Finished year 2, I think.
So he's probably 20 now. He's probably 20, 20. Yeah. He's a double-double machine, and he got his upside. I feel like is going to keep trending in the right direction. Well, I would have to, and everybody else is kind of expendable a little bit. I would have to make a decision on Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham. I would have to make a decision on those 2. I can't keep them both.
You don't think they can play together?
I don't think they can play together. I don't think they can play together effectively. I mean, you can do anything, but effectively and trying to get to where I'm trying to get to,
both of them.
I need to have one of those guys got to be a veteran for me. You know what I'm saying? One of them, I can't have two young boys that ain't really done it before yet, trying to control my team. I got to have a veteran out there to kind of offset the young boy woes.
Get in his ear.
You know, to get in his ear, that's been there, done that, that can show him, and you know what I'm saying, and then start building from there. You know what I'm saying? Keep some young boys around, but just keep 2 or 3 veterans around as did. And when I say veterans, 6th to 8th, 9th year in the league, that's veteran now.
Veteran
you know what
now.
I'm saying?
That's overheads now.
So that's overheads now. So you get one of those guys to go with my young boys to kind of balance it out because they still got some pop in their step, they still got some go, and just kind of try to balance it that way and maybe get another, big to kind of help with Jalen Duran down there a little bit. But I would definitely keep Jalen Duran and just make a decision between Ivy and Cunningham.
Who would you lean? I would lean Cunningham, but I think I want to give it at least one more year, but I hear what you're saying about if you're trying to get the most out of both those guys. They should probably both have the ball in their hands.
Yeah, they both got to have the ball in their hands. So, you move one of those guys, they're trending, they're still, their cachet in the league is still got, the value is great. So, you might be able to get a good veteran player, a good steal, somebody that's maybe disgruntled, not happy in their situation. You get them, they come in,
change
a change of scenery is always good for a player.
Somebody that's what?
Disgruntled.
Ooh.
Put it on the board.
Hey man, that's
my bag.
I think that should be the last big word for the day that he used.
My bag.
What a splendiferous way to end the week.
Splendiferous,
gentlemen. That'll do it for us. We appreciate everybody rocking with us.
Yeah.
Thumbs up and subscribing, sharing the clips, watching the shorts, all that. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, we do.
Again, promo code Sheed.
#Bonzi.
If you want to go get your $250 in bonus cash and a special pick. About 10 minutes, you can still get that Caitlin Clark pick. If you think she scores 1 point, you should go to the lobby and get that pick right now.
Right now.
She, did you know people can get every episode, an audio version, on Apple, Spotify, wherever they get their podcast? Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. And actually, we're going to give them the edited versions. Where it's just you and I talking.
Okay. No Bonzi.
Edit Bonzi out.
Wow.
There will be a Bonzi-less version on Apple, Spotify, wherever people get their podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Hey, Reg, I'm glad your old ass hit that subscribe button too. My dude about older than me talking about something, man, I've been watching the show the last 4 or 5 times. I just learned how to subscribe to it.
There's a lot of people.
Come on, Reg.
There's people that watch every single day that are not subscribed. Check right now. Make sure
you're subscribed.
It's the one with the thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's next to that one. Click them both. Click them both just to be sure. Just to be sure.
Yeah, crazy.
For Sheed, for the Bonds, for myself and Underdog Fantasy, we appreciate you all. Y'all be safe. We'll catch you on Tuesday.
Hoo-da-hoo! The White House is burning. Hoo-da-hoo! Remember White House? You remember White House? Camera off now?
We all make White House no more, do they?
No, I don't think so.
I don't even know if they...